I got all these cherries from a farm shop nearby. It was definitely time for jam. Destone 750 grams of cherries, leave a quarter in half and the rest in quarters. Put on the hob at medium heat, add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and give them a bit of a mash. Leave them to cook for about 7 minutes. Measure out 500 grams of granulated sugar and add it to the pot to dissolve. This made the whole kitchen smell like cherries. Bring it to a rolling boil and then time it for 10 minutes. Test it's ready by putting a small drop in the fridge, then run your finger through and it should stay separated. You can also make tarts at this stage, or ladle it still warm into a sterilized jar, and as it cools it will set even more.
Hey guys, I got this super cheap secondhand ottoman, so let's see what we can do with it. I used the scrap wood I had to cut out a circle for the seat. I then cut 3 circles of foam and cut their edges to make more of a mushroom shape. I taped them onto the board and then drew out where I wanted the circles to be. And since we're balling on a budget here, I used this old hoodie instead of going to the fabric store. I pulled the hoodie tight around the whole thing and stapled it like crazy. Once I had stapled all around, I cut off all the excess fabric. And now we're ready to start painting things. I started doing the first of 3 layers of acrylic paint. Not without taking a short puppy break though. Puppy. I did my second and third layer of paint, and I also decided to remove these legs because mushrooms don't normally have legs. I drew my spots in chalk again and then went over them with white acrylic paint. And that's how I DIY'd a mushroom ottoman with storage for my van.
And there will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down, ole, ole, oh Lord. Ole, 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 oh Lord. He will tear your city down, ole, ole, oh Lord. And there will come a poet whose weapon is a sword. He will slay you with his tongue, ole, ole, oh Lord. Ole, 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 oh Lord. He will slay you with his tongue, ole, ole, oh Lord. And there will come a ruler whose brow is laden thorn, smeared with oil like David's boy, ole, ole, oh Lord. Ole, ole.
So, this is my bedroom. It's kind of small and simple, but I think it's kind of cute. My bedspread, I have one of those weighted blankets and they're really nice. I would recommend. I love my big windows and they wake me up pretty early. I've just got the essentials, chapstick, love note, flowers, book, you know, the goods. My closet's super messy, honestly. I haven't gotten rid of clothes in a long time, and I really should, but alas, here they are. Oh god, this is the messiest spot in my house. It's where all my jewelry lives, and that's me. I haven't brushed my hair. Oh, and this is my really weird hobbit door that goes up to my bathroom. I don't know why, but it's cool. So yeah, that's my bedroom. Hi.
Visiting my mum in her garden, she has so much lavender, and she let me take some home to make a lavender wreath. I started with a willow circle, and separated the lavender into bunches, and started to tie it onto the circle, layering each bunch underneath each other, and trimming the string as I went. This is a lovely way of preserving and drying lavender, and I made a friend, who's now living in my garden. Here's it finished, and I'm going to hang it on my door. I'll leave it for a few months to dry.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
I made a trip back to my favorite discount fabric store, and I found this beautiful embroidered netting, and I thought it was the perfect opportunity to make a cottagecore inspired dress. I'm making this dress for my friend Sarah and her maternity photos, and I want this dress to fit her, so I'm going to slash and spread the pattern to her measurements, and then I can begin cutting it out. I'm going to sew the lining and the netting of the bodice together around the outside edges to fuse them into one piece. After stitching the sides together, I'm going to serge the edges and then give them a quick press so it's flat and beautiful. I won't be lining the sleeves as I want them to feel nice, light, and airy. Now that the bodice is sewn together, I can then fold it over to create a casing that will hold the elastic. I'm just going to thread the elastic through the top casing using this safety pin. And afterwards we will then stitch the casing closed. I can now begin working on the skirt, which is going to have 3 tiers of this netting and involves so much gathering. I am so happy with the way this dress turned out, and I think my friend looks so beautiful in her maternity photos in this $10 cottagecore dress. It's crazy what you can do with fabric and a little imagination.
Hi guys, yesterday I decided to try and make some elderflower cordial. So I first went outside to try find some elderflower. The first few places I came across either had dead or old elderflowers, such as this one I'm picking here. I eventually found some younger and more suitable flowers in some hard to reach areas. So I even had to climb a gate and a wall to try and get to some of them. But when I eventually gathered enough, I went home to try and make my elderflower cordial. It's my first time making it, so hopefully it turns out okay.
I've been living in a van for a while now, and every part of it has been almost absolutely perfect. But with school back in and my girlfriend spending more and more nights inside than in the van with me, it's got me thinking, I'm kinda lonely. So I got a kitten. His name is Gigi. He really likes feet. He also likes this mushroom and burying his food for some reason. I'll be getting a harness soon so that he can slowly learn to become a hiking cat. During the day, he is a huge spaz. He has this entire queen bed to himself, and at nighttime, he's a huge cuddle bug. I know y'all saw his food and water and might be wondering, well, where's his litter box? And I'll show you. This is how he gets to and from his litter box, and I'll show you how I get to it to clean it. Back here, I just open up the doors and his litter box is right there, and here's him wondering what I'm doing. It's super accessible and easy to clean. I really hope that Gigi loves his new forever home.
First take an orange and cut a slit in it. Then take a bay leaf and write down the name of the person you want to protect and put it in the orange. Fill the slit with sea salt for protection. And add a clove to the top, bottom, and sides for protection from the north, south, east, and west. Now wrap the orange with enough twine to secure the slit with the salt, and drip black wax for protection over the slit. And finish off the candle. Then find a tree and ask it if it will help with your protection spell. If it says yes, you can bury your orange right at the base.
Shopping the cottagecore aesthetic at the antique store part 3 because shopping secondhand is awesome. Oh my god, this is so precious, and it's like $3. These are really cute kitchen decor, and sometimes it's hard to find good wall hangings at the antique store. This would be beautiful to put on a coffee table. Like, that little picture is so pretty. This is a wall hanging with all these little hooks to hold your necklaces, and like grandma vibes, but like good grandma vibes. A copper apple serving tray. Stop, this is so cute. This drink server is awesome if you're somebody who likes to make like big batches of lemonade or something like that. Imagine serving drinks in this. This is stunning. This is so beautiful. Oh my god, it's a little piggy to put your pot on. Look how cute it is. Look how cute it is.
Plants in the English countryside you didn't know you could eat.
Part 1, nettles. Now these are really nutritious and pretty tasty, but they do have a sting on them, so make sure you wear gloves when you're harvesting. You want to look for the young fresh green shoots, check to see that there are no bugs underneath or eggs, and then take the top 6 leaves from the plant. These are really young and tender and super tasty. Ignore these are flowered and they'll give you the shits, honestly. So ignore them. Nettles are great in teas, soups and stews, so happy foraging! Okay, anal probation 7. Take a chunk of nettles, put them in a strainer, pour some boiling water over, leave to brew for like 2 to 15 minutes depending on your taste, and then strain and enjoy. That's it. Or there's another way, which I do sometimes. Take a big handful of nettles, maybe even 2 handfuls of nettles, pour a litre of cold water over, give it a stir, put the lid on and put it on a really low heat and heat for like 20 minutes until it's like just boiling, and then take off the heat and leave it to cool for 20 minutes and brew, and then strain and then save some for later and have a nice tea, and that's it. And moon daisies are also edible.